dramatic effect, or do I do it as a seed? Because this is cool. I've never done this before. The torch, but there should be a pro about it. Make some noise if you're in law enforcement. Okay, great. So I'm a part-time drug dealer. Nothing crazy, just weed and shrooms, California sober stuff. And it's a lot harder than I thought it would be, you know. Turns out there's a lot of math involved, like grams, ounces, fractions, all while you're high as fuck. Just the other day, I accidentally sold a ½ ounce for the price of an eighth. Guess what I'm trying to say is I've got the best prices in town. This is really going to make me the shameless plug, but I literally do have ½ ounces for the price of an eighth in my backpack right now. For every eighth you buy, you feed a child like me. But yeah, my girlfriend really thinks that I should stop doing that joke just in case I have to deal with the police. And I was like, babe, you do believe in me. You think I could deal with the police? Seems like it'd be a tough one. Yeah, my girlfriend's great. She's unlike any woman I've ever been with. She lets me hang out with strippers. Granted, most of them are my coworkers. Yeah, she's wonderful. She is bisexual though, and I'm the first woman she's ever been with, so she still has a lot of like straight tendencies. Like she's not really used to how long lesbian sex is. After the first time we hooked up, she looked at me and she was like, wow, I've never done that for an hour before. And I was like, yeah, baby, it takes me a while to put on my harness. Pull out my dildo. I don't have to pull out anything. You know, let you pick the toy because, you know, my body, your choice. Yeah, we recently decided to take a big step forward in our relationship and adopt the golden doodle. Just kidding, we didn't adopt her, actually really good people. But yeah, we got a golden doodle and she's cool. We chose that breed because they're supposed to be like really intelligent. And I gotta say I'm a little disappointed. She's already 7 in dog years and she can't even fucking read. Idiot. Pretend you didn't say anything. I'm sorry, I'm on a drug right now that causes memory loss. So it was actually my girlfriend's birthday last week. Yay her, she turned 29, and usually I'm really good with buying gifts, but this year I totally missed the mark. I got her a bunch of rulers, and I guess that's not what she meant when she said she had a foot fetish. Homophobia is alive and well. I was scrolling on social media the other day and I came across a picture of a rainbow with a caption that said, "Queers and faggots have perverted God's rainbow." And I said, "Queers and faggots, redundant." Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy. I think it's weird how the people who struggle with the pronouns they, them are the same people who struggle with the homophones there, and there. That's an interesting observation. And one of the best things about being a lesbian is that you never have to worry about things like unplanned pregnancy. You do have to worry about things like carpal tunnel, lockjaw. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm completely having a blackout right now. Oh yeah, but I'm grateful to be in the relationship that I'm in. I've heard dating is really, really hard. It had been a long time since I dated before I met my girlfriend. And yeah, it's like we've made a lot of progress. There's a lot of different types of people, but it's hard to tell who's gay these days. Like when I dated a long time ago, there were really only 2 flavors of lesbian. Butch or my mouth. You better laugh because it took me a long time to spit that one out, guys. I really had to like wrap but yeah, someone asked me recently if I would ever do a roast battle, and I was like, I don't think that I have like the wit or the meanness for a roast battle, so I think we should do the opposite of a roast battle. I think we should do a toast battle. Aww. Where it's like you come up with funny compliments. Right? So I'll start. So Bobby, you are like the ultimate queer ally, you know? Can't give it up for Bobby. You've done more for the gay community than like the entire state of Florida. But there's not really a great word for it that I know of. Like the only word I know of that I've ever heard is, I don't like it, it's the word fag hag. It's like you get along with the gays, you're like a straight person who gets along with the gays. But I'm like, I hate that. So instead of that, I would like to coin queer peer. See, funny, lighthearted, nice, does something good for the people. I think we should get these toast battles going. I was racking my brain for more, but yeah, my brain's kind of full of other things right now. Okay, so we did that. So I reconnected with an old friend of mine recently, and she told me that she had gotten married since we last spoke. And I said, oh wow, congratulations. Who's the lucky guy? And she says, oh no, not a lucky guy. And I'm like, oh, awesome. Who's the lovely lady? And she goes, oh no, not a woman. And I'm like, oh great. Who are they / them? And she says, oh no, not a non-binary person. I'm pretty open-minded. But I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't let you watch my dog. And she says, I married a tree. That's serious, Los Angeles. So she says, I married a tree, and I'm like, oh, thank God. And, you know, I had a lot of questions, so I'm like, oh, you know, what's he do? So she says, he's a branch manager. And I said, okay, well, how was the wedding? And she said, oh, we've been pining for each other for so long. It's beautiful. He met my whole family tree. His vows were a little sappy, but other than that, it was the perfect wedding. And I was like, oh, okay, and you know, I had to ask the question I'm sure is all on everyone's mind. How do you know, how is the morning wood? So she says, oh, we, you know, for us, it's telepathic. I said, oh, okay, I think that's how straight people do it. Seems normal. So we're no longer friends because turns out she's crazy. I began to notice that she is a hardcore Trump supporter.
Of course.
Dead ass. And so as I began to notice this, I began to sever the friendship, and I just, you know, I'm stumped. I I just can't wrap my head around my judgment, and I also think it's hilarious that to me it is crazier to be a Donald Trump supporter than to marry a tree. And that's 2024.
It's a clock eater too, because I probably don't have 15 minutes of material.
So yeah, I live with bipolar disorder. Shit roommate. I should say bipolar disorder lives rent-free in my mind. It's not cool. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not cool. I don't know. But yeah, I have been taking medication for it. The side effects are really little, just little shakes, little twitches, little things. And I am just coming out of a manic episode, possibly still a little manic, and I'm getting frustrated because it feels like they just keep happening. Like this isn't the first one this summer, and like it just feels, I'm beginning to realize it is a chronic thing. And so I was talking to one of my other bipolar friends, and trying to make light of the situation. They said, bipolar, it's like, it's like that show Love Island. It's pretty shitty. There's a lot of sex, and there's like 23 episodes a season, but thanks for working through that bipolar stuff with me. Speaking of that, face down, ass up, that's the way I like to go to job interviews. Some side effects of being bipolar is having a really hard time with work and stuff, so hence the drug dealer thing. In addition to slinging the devil's lettuce, I also work on boats. You can probably tell, pretty nautical looking. And yeah, I recently went on this job where we delivered a boat all the way to Canada. And it took like twice as long as it was supposed to take, so halfway through I decided I wanted to ask for a raise. So go up to my captain, and I'm just giving you guys the script for asking for a raise because I think it's useful. But so I went up to the captain and I was like, hey captain, I need a raise. He's like, why do you think you deserve a raise? I said, well, I've taken on a lot of new responsibilities. For example, I started washing your laundry, and I noticed that the panties that I found in your dryer don't look like they would match the person that I met that was your wife when we left for this trip. So I got a raise. Yeah, but I used to own a business. I owned a small business for 9 years. And it was an all-women's gym, and we did some awesome things. We provided a safe space for women to work out. We provided jobs for dozens of single moms, and most remarkably, we raised over $100,000 in back taxes. Yeah, after I closed down the gym, I got a job at Chipotle that only lasted for about a week. Kept my fingers stuck in the rice cooker. Thought it was really unfair because they should have fired her too.